Here we go then, welcome to this match, this PDC match, the third match on the second Playday. This is actually the match of the week, if we can call it like that, between Papou, Klockren and Wiidii. They all won, I believe. I'm checking it, but I believe they all won their, they are the only players on Group A who won the two matches. They all have 16 points at the moment. And so this will be a pretty interesting match. Papou is clearly the favorite, as always. But it will be interesting to see what Wiidii and Klockren will be able to do against them. Ember will probably not play. We haven't seen him training during the whole week, so unfortunately he won't play, but he's a bit like me and my second match of this week because he has a terrible match to play against those three crazy players. So that's surprising in a way. And it will already start with the max map, which is one of the two maps which has been kept from last week. This is not my favorite map, and this is definitely not Klock's favorite map of last week map pack. This is pretty tricky map, and the start is already very tricky. You can easily crash with Curzon. I remind you that Curzon is forced on this cup. You can keep the cars in ghosts, but the cars are forced, so it bothers a lot of players, actually, me included, because you are not used to it. On this map, Papou and Fire drove some sick times. They are the only one who drove 58s. Wiidii have driven some sick times as well. I believe his PB is in 0.3 or in 0.2. So it will be pretty interesting to see what he will be able to do against Papou. Klockren is a bit slower than both of them usually, but he still drives 6 times, so it should be a close match. So here we go, the Titans showdown between Papou, Wiidii and Klockren. So as I said, Papou is clearly the favorite. He's incredibly insane, and he has already taken a small lead with an insane tight line. Klock a bit behind. You can lose a lot of time in this start by going a bit too wide. Wiidii is fighting already. Ooh, big crush from Klock. We'll go in the front and see who will win this first round. Papou's not so confident because he hasn't trained that much this week, but to be honest, he's clearly the favorite and he should win it in my opinion. Look at that, how close to the wall he's going. And Wiidii is on a good time actually, but Papou's just too fast. It's insane. Oh, Papou a bit wide. Can Wiidii come back? He's trying to... Oh, the two wheels. Oh, a bit better from Papou because he gripped a bit more. But wow, 0.3 for Papou, 0.5 for Wiidii. That might be a bit tough for Klockren in this match. So this match will go pretty fast as Ember isn't here. Usually the points are 10-6 for 3, but no one will get 3 points as there are only 3, and we saw Wiidii clipping at the start. Considering how Klock is struggling, especially on this map, I think this will be an easy round for Papou. Unfortunately, I hope Klock will be able to step up and save much more. There are some parts, and especially this uphill, which you must save, otherwise you lose a lot. Oh, I believe Papou lost a bit. Oh no, not even. Papou on a great time again. All of 59 so far. Ah, maybe not. Oh, Wiidii clipped, but Papou's safing. He knows he has a big lead at the moment, so he saved. He's probably on a 0.7. Yeah, 77.44. And already 8 points, 8-point lead for Papou. Will be a tough match for Klockren. He clipped the start again, and Papou is doing it so consistently good. And I feel like that, unfortunately, there won't be any suspense in this match, seeing how good Papou is driving. Yeah, Papou's just too consistent, and Wiidii is driving good, to be honest. But he must take risks in order to try to fight Papou. Clearly, this competition will resolve in a fight between Papou and Fire, seeing how crazy are their times. The best outsiders are probably Puma, Wiidii, maybe Clem, and unfortunately Klock fucked up the ending. I don't think it matters much for Klock, because seeing how much he's struggling, he'll probably end up third in this match. It would be logic. Papou is by far the best. Wiidii has trained, but not that hard. So I think if Wiidii really try hard, he can match Papou, but it's really tough to be as good as Papou. The latest match will be interesting, especially with the final, where we are expecting Fire and Papou to play against each other. And again, Klockren with a big mistake. Klockren really not doing a good match. It's surprising to see him struggle that much in a match. Wiidii is doing good, but Papou is so strong. It's insane. Wiidii comes back in the end, but yeah, Papou just saves the ending and already ends up the first map with 40 points, which is pretty insane. We'll probably end it in 3 maps. Let's see if Wiidii or Klock can come back on this map. This is Griffin Kings, a map of Deska, which is a pretty interesting map. This is a fast-paced map in the mid part, especially, and the ending and the beginning are pretty tricky. This is one of the 2 new maps of this week. Wiidii and Papou not being confident at all. This is a tricky map, as I said. We'll go through it with Wiidii. The start already can make you lose a lot. Depending on your grip here as well, you can lose a 10th. You have to be careful in this banking, because if you go a bit wide, you can take a weird bug for some reason. Here you must keep the gear and keep a lot of speed, same in this turn. And the ending is pretty tricky. The lines are pretty tricky in this ending. There you must avoid the bridge, still get a tight line with a lot of speed. Here you must air brake, get a tight line, and here get a lot of speed for the ending. And yeah, you must avoid doing what Wiidii did, otherwise you can't reach top finish, and if you're not able to reach top finish, you lose a lot because you must break a lot to reach the lower finish. There we go for the second map. Let's see if Wiidii or Klock can come back. 40, 24, 12 so far. Klock with the best start, a bit wide, still good. Wiidii comes back. Very close round so far. Oh, Papou with the trick there. This is a very hard trick to get. You can gain 0.1 if you do it correctly, because you will gain much more speed, but it's really hard to get it consistently, and if you do it bad, you just flew out of the map. Thanks to it, Papou is still in the lead, but Klock and Wiidii are fighting. This is a very close round. Oh, Papou is a great line for the ending with more speed. Oh, he's a bit wide. He's a bit wide, but he comes back strong. Yeah. Wow. What I feared that Papou flew out of the map at the end because he was a bit wide, but he managed to still get a nice ending. That was a pretty sick round. All players got a nice time. In this map, you wanna save a lot, especially the start and the ending. Oh, Wiidii was a bad line there, but he's still in the fight. Wow, Papou again with a trick, and he has more speed than Klock and Wiidii. He's a 10th ahead. Klock with a bad line, he loses some ground. Oh, he didn't make the jump! Oh, and Papou way too wide. Oh, Klock made it 2.5 seconds behind. But Papou's currently behind at the moment. Wiidii with nice time again. Wow. Oh, Wiidii slowed a bit. Papou tries to come back, but nice time by Wiidii. Wow, they are doing really good on this map. And Papou got denied his first round of this match, thanks to Wiidii, who's still 18 points behind. It will be difficult to come back on Papou. Papou is not making a single mistake. Klockren with a slower start. Not far behind though. Oh no, his line is good. Wiidii and Papou are neck and neck. Oh, Klock coming back. Papou still doing the trickster. He does it so well. This is something I try to be consistent on, but it's really hard to get it correctly. And so far Papou with a better line, now 0.2 in the lead. And a good ending. Oh, we didn't. Ooh. He made it, and what a race! 0.2, 0.5, and 0.6. Woof! They are driving really sick, and that's what people were expecting of them in this match. Oh, big mistake by Wiidii in the start. Can Wiidii reach the... Oh, he took the alternative route. He should be able to finish, but... Ooh, Papou almost bugged. He must be careful because you can easily bug at the exit of this banking. Klockren not able to fight with Papou so far. Papou's great lines will extend his lead to 0.22. Oh, Oh, he didn't hit. Klock might be able to come back a bit. No, not even. Papou is a sick ending again. Oh, Klockren is a lot of speed. Can he do it? Can he do it? Oh, nice tight line by Papou. Will take it. Oh my goodness. Wiidii trying to come back. Yeah, he finishes. 10 seconds behind, but he finishes. Papou will quickly close out this match, actually. Already 76 points by Papou, thanks to Wiidii. He doesn't do a perfect match, but still, what a performance by the... Oh my god, So this is the other new map of this week, the map of Nair. And this is quite an easy map, easy to be consistent on this map. And Fire is incredibly fast on this map, and he managed somehow, no one knows how, but somehow Fire did a 102.5. You could say 0.6 considering it's 598, but still it's incredibly insane, and not a lot of players have been able to do a top, lower than 103. On my top time I could do 103.0.1, but only 10 players I believe did 102. I don't remember if Klock and Wiidii did 102 on this map. I think this is also gonna be quite an easy map for Papou, but seeing how consistent he is tonight. Yeah, the time here will be pretty sick. My PB is currently a 0.2 in time attack, I believe, or 0.1. And seeing Klockren being third with a 0.2 is scaring me for my match against Jumper, Coolies, and Puma. And so far, amazing start by Papou, who got a goat line. Klockren trying to come back but jumped a bit. Wiidii can still come back. Here you want to lose, yeah, to Wiidii's bit, so you gear up earlier. For some reason, Wiidii and Papou is the same car skin, Uruguayan one. And Papou is a sick round as always. He does everything perfectly, and that's why it's impossible to keep up with Papou, because he does every part of the map perfectly. Even though Wiidii is catching up, he can have a nice ending and overtake Papou. No, he can't, I think. No, it will be for Papou. Wow, nice ending. And Klockren third with what the fuck? The level of this match is really insane, to be honest, but Papou does everything perfectly, so nearly perfectly, so it's hard to keep up with him. And he got it very well again, a very low banking, so he's in front of Wiidii, but Klock is not far behind. Klockren had troubles with getting a fast start though, so I don't think he can win around here. Oh, Wiidii is catching up slightly to Papou turn after turn. Oh, he's going for it. He's trying to deny Papou some rounds, but Papou is so sick. Papou needs 3 more wins to close the match. What the fuck? And again, 102.9 for Papou. It's local 3 actually. It's DD3 in DD4, excuse me, in rounds, what the fuck? And Wiidii doing the D5 or the D6 with his 0.05, it's, wow. It's insanely crazy. They are driving so good. But Papou is too strong, 96 points, he just needs to finish this round basically. Oh, Wiidii going a bit too wide in the banking. Papou is the best start by far, he's so consistent, it's amazing. It's just crazy, and Wiidii and Klock, to be honest, are driving way faster than almost anyone else in this competition, but Papou is way too strong. It's impossible to keep up with him. And again, he's on a banger of a time. Wiidii with a nice ending, Klockren trying to come back, but it's not enough, and again, Papou is a crazy time by 92. That's just insane. Yeah, it would have been a sick match, you're right, Bitigato, if Papou hadn't been there, but what do you want? Oh no, wait, it's a wrong Eurograin car. I thought Papou had made a mistake, but he didn't. Sadness. I'm not sure Ember would have been able to keep up with any of the... even with Klockren, to be honest. Oh, Klockren clipped. This is it. Papou will close out this match in 12 rounds, actually. 11 rounds, excuse me. No, 12, because he got denied a round by Wiidii on the previous map. I think my match with Puma, Kulis and Clem will be closer than this one. Oh, Klock with a mistake. Wiidii taking second place again. So my match will be with Jumper, Kulis and Puma will probably be closer than this one, and will probably be much more interesting. Because there Papou is just too strong and Klock struggles a lot, while I feel like this big match we will have later at 8 PM will be very, very close between the four of us, even though I feel like I won't be able to keep up with them. So let's see if, Klockren will be able to step up and deny Wiidii as a second place. Wiidii is, seeing how they played, Wiidii is kinda the favorite for second place, but Klockren Wiidii not confident. It's probably Klockren's best map, actually. This map is the other one who have been kept from last week's map pack. And Klockren is able to drive a lot of sick times here. He has driven 0.56 in rounds, and he's able to do a lot of 0.6, 0.7s, even though he has some bad lines sometimes. So let's see if Klockren is able to beat Wiidii and come back. Klockren needs a lot of 10 points if he wants to get second. Oh! Okay, already a big crash by Wiidii. This is now Klockren's round to lose, but so Wiidii crashing, and now he's saving. Still doing a good round though. Wiidii can barely catch up, he caught up 0.1 so far, but Klockren is doing good. It will be Klockren's round. Nice ending by Klockren. This ending is the part I hate the most on the map. This last turn with the banking and a nice time by Klockren. 0.92 is a great time in rounds. I mean, it's to be consistent on 57s. Almost always secure you second or even first place. Oh, Klockren going a bit wide. Wiidii in the lead. Oh, he went way too up in the banking. Klockren caught that a bit. Again, a bit wide by Wiidii. Klockren coming back. Let's see who will do this part the better. Seems like they got it equally fast. Nice uphill by Wiidii, still holding first. Oh, Wiidii risked and full stop picked. Oh, can he make it? Oh, barely. I think Wiidii won't crush the end. Yeah, easy 10 points for Wiidii. It was a decent time. 0.08 is a 58.08 is a great time. And he's now up to 88, he needs 2 more rounds to be finalist. Klockren 24 points behind. Klockren will need to win a lot of rounds. Good start by both players so far, but yeah, this is what you must do here. He's going very low in the banking and Klockren does it really well. Much better than Wiidii. Wiidii trying to come back, but nice lines by Klock, 0.17 in front of Wiidii. Wiidii is going for it, but it's not enough. Oh, too tight. This is one by Klock, in my opinion. He saves the end. Plus 10 for Klockren, and he must get 10 points. Just check where I am going to play my first match on server 7 actually. Viscandia, Deska and Lap. Yeah, Klockren does this part much better. I started doing it correctly lately. But it's really hard to get this tight line in the banking. Klockren doing it a bit better. He kept more speed through the turns. Oh, what a uphill by both players. This is really sick. Oh, Wiidii going to deny some points to Klockren maybe. This will happen in the end. Nice ending by both. Oh, Wiidii was a very sick tight line. Oh, nice. What a nice tight line by Wiidii. Wow. And Klockren will need, oh excuse me, to win 3 rounds in a row on max map, and this will be pretty tough because, well, we've seen it previously. Klock is way slower than Wiidii on this map. Klock struggles here, while Wiidii was really sick. 1 minute of warm-up. Wiidii doing a good warm-up so far. Oh, he kept his gear even. Keeping his gear is pretty tricky, but it's what you wanna do. I hope I'll be able to beat Deska in my next match, seeing how crazy his times are. He drove a 0.2 here. I could drive a 0.5 or a 0.4 at best. But oh my god. So let's see if Klockren is able to win 3 rounds in a row against Wiidii here. Will be really hard. Same start so far. But Wiidii does a trickster here, which Klock doesn't do. It's air braking before the second drop, so he gets some kind of nosedive and gets more speed. He caught up a bit, but nice uphill by Klockren. Bad transition here. Wiidii comes up in the lead. Oh, more speed for Wiidii in this turn. Klockren will need to risk the ending, but nice uphill downhill part by Wiidii. Still leading. Oh, bad turn, way too wide by Klockren. Oh, Wiidii a bit wide as well. Oh, and Wiidii still has nice ending and he keeps the gear. And he has it nice with a great time, 0.6, the sick time. Really nice. And so this is Papou first, Wiidii second, then Klockren third as expected. Nice match still, they all drove pretty sick. And so this is it for this first match. Already I have to move pretty fast on server 7 for my match. So thanks for watching and see you next time on the next VOD.